Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Now the second-year man back from injury, it's Breece Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Pats, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Patriots defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Throwing is Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion left, that's Thornton. Now Jones. A dump off to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The tight end Henry here in motion. Throwing Jones. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, early on, your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On play action, now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Conklin's first season in New York saw him match his production from Minnesota almost to the number. And the Jets, they will happily continue to take those numbers as he delivers again with a first down.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions, 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
One more time with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have come back to make it a 2-point game. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. sets at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Duvernay in motion. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. With a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
The Jets got solid production from Carl Lawson in year 1 with the team with 7 sacks. They want to be an even bigger presence in year 2 as one of the many playmakers in their strong defense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. 8-6 the score after 1. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side into the hands of Flowers. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. In motion left, that's Thornton. And he's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Zay Flowers, 35 yards. And the Patriots are able to add on to that lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Kyle Duggar in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
3rd down and 13.
Now Rodgers taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. What a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. First down carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jones now to throw on 2nd down.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Duvernay in motion.
Looking to throw. Jones. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. A 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 71 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
And Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
Jones throwing to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Down the right sideline.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton, an even 90 yards. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed Old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
They'll look to throw. It's complete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play. And 2 more for good measure. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll roll him out right. And this This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake. Jones. Powers through it.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Running with Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Elliott is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Ryland on for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Patriots 42, Jets 14. Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
In motion right, that's Wilson.
On first down, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and 10. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
Back to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people are calling them natural screens. But this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Jets get a bit closer.
So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted.
It's Marte Mapu.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
On the out route, he's got Thornton.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Off play action, Jones. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Jones.
Got his man. It's Thornton. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Rodgers now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Down to the 10.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot.